I slow mo shit. All I gotta do is, like, I think these things you can get on them, right? Let's see, yeah.
I love that.
We play it based.
So this is actually a sequel to a movie, right? And he did it as a video game, John Woo, which is why it's called John Woo's Stranglehold. Did you know that?
I know that he makes movies. I didn't know this was
you don't watch any.
canonical.
Yeah, no, this is like actually a franchise in Hong Kong, and he made a new game in said franchise. Hi, Master Goa. Hello, Robert Johnson. Welcome to the stream. You know, this kind of counts as a martial arts Movember game in a way. It's just gun fu instead of kung fu.
Did you make that term up, or is that one?
No, this is, well, it's not like a legit term, but yeah, if these kinds of movies, these like Hong Kong action movies involving gunplay, we call them gun fu movies. Because that's really what it is, if you think about it.
Get the other one.
You know, oddly enough, the game is really stuttery for me, like in Discord.
Is it
but looks
stuttering?
fine on stream. No, it looks great on stream, but it's stuttery in the Discord call.
That's weird. Oh, you know, that's what I'm saying. It's like a second generation, and there's actually a few examples of people who used to make film that now make or have made video games. Do you know of any that come to mind? Like filmmakers that made video games or were involved in video game production?
Funny enough, when we were talking last time about that Johnson video, Takeshi's Challenge, that guy, Takeshi, made a whole bunch of movies and then tried his hand at the video game. That's the only one I can really think of.
This guy doesn't give
I'm gonna lower the volume of the game a little bit so that you're not fighting with each other.
Isn't Steven Spielberg behind Medal of Honor?
He is. Steven Spielberg was behind Medal of Honor. That was one of the reasons why it was so hyped. Because it had, you know, great music, great sound. The sound was, in that game was like really, really big.
What happened?
Yeah, remember the third game, Allied Assault or Frontline? I think like Allied Assault was the PC version, Frontline was like the console version essentially.
I hope so. I hate to think they were
but they had like a D-Day mission like at the very beginning that was pretty much like beat for beat the same as Saving Private Ryan's D-Day.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
so
for sure.
I saw that way before I saw the movie. So when I saw the movie, I was like, "Oh wait, what the hell?" I recognize it.
That's funny how that works. Oh look, there's a couple of brand new shiny guns right here in this alley in Hong Kong. I wonder if that means anything.
I gotta move to Hong Kong. I can just pick those up all the
Careful,
time. Nowhere.
Yeah. Careful, Tequila. This is a rough neighborhood. Press L1 to dive and press R1 to shoot. Tequila time will engage automatically when you aim at enemies while diving. Okay, so are these guys like right here? Where is he? I'm not even looking. Oh, I see.
This is essentially all I remember about this game is just the diving.
That's all it is. It's, you know, Max Payne did it first. Can I? Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. Is there an aim? No, of course not. What am I thinking? I wonder if I can like break things. Do I run out of ammo? I guess eventually.
Yeah, it's got the number down there.
We can slide across these and like aim. Okay. You can invert the camera controls. No, this is okay.
This game was absolutely everywhere back in the day, like promoting
this
like
kind of thing, or this game.
This game, like it was in like PlayStation Magazine all the fucking time. You know, really promoting it as this like really amazing like next gen PS3 game or whatever. It was kind of next gen at the time though. Nowadays, it's early 7th gen games have like very particular look to them. So this game is really
yeah. Shoot him in his balls. Do I even have to reload? Oh, I like that. I can just roll it over these signals and get some slow-mo action.
No, I don't think you have to reload. You got M9s with like 100 round mags, I guess.
Yeah, right. This was really exciting for me at the time because I was just getting into these John Woo flicks, but in retrospect, A lot of them are pretty bad. Like when he came to the States, those movies were not great. That was like the worst Mission Impossible movie. He did the second one. It was awful.
I might need to know some of the John Woo lore. I know nothing about this guy. Or
he's basically like, you know, Hong Kong was always trying to missions to access mission information anytime from your handset. Oh, look at my flip phone. Press the select button. Investigate the market. Search for the golden rabbit sign. So interact.
Sneedcola says, "Don't mind me. I'll be periodically bouncing between you and Sneedcola."
Oh shit! Stylish kills awards you stars. The more stylish the kill, the more stars you get. Try to get your style combo as high as possible by stringing together stylish kills. I think I just fell. I didn't want to do that.
Well, Master Gawa, I've never really seen side-scrollers, but I know it's a much bigger presence than the VR, so I appreciate that.
You're talking about Stuttering Craig. Are we competing with Stuttering Craig?
I guess so. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Oh,
The Great Indoors says, "This is how progressives think conservatives obtain guns in red states." You know, Great Indoors, I wish that was the case. That would be very fun for me. I'd really enjoy that.
I hope you don't actually like it, because you know one thing that would suck about a game like this is that you would run out of ammo a lot. Oh look, I found some origami. What?
Oh, that was cool move. Okay.
Cream.
Alright, I'm re-sold on this game. That's just from that move alone.
John Woo's first Western movie that I know of is actually, I think, his best. It's called Hard Target with Jean-Claude Van Damme. I'm gonna run up this thing. Oh, let me shoot that propane tank. Combo! I'm just running up the freaking thing.
Oh, that AC unit would really fucking hurt.
Yeah. Anyway, the thing I was gonna say is, so his first movie was probably his best, in the West at least. It was called Hard Target, and it had Jean-Claude Van Damme and Lance Henriksen in it. Find and collect paper cranes to refill the tequila bomb gauge. Is that racist? Listen carefully. You can hear a paper crane if one is hidden nearby. Like a little bamboo flute, so you know. This game is Asian.
Master Gawa says, "I only have one phone and I'm not at home, so I gotta do what I gotta do." I think it's in reference to the switching between us and side scrollers.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm very flattered, Master Gawa.
Hey, look, he's smoking a cigarette. You don't see that anymore.
Yeah, you know, is it wrong to miss cigarettes?
Is it
like
wrong to what? To miss cigarettes.
To miss when smoking was more common.
I don't know, you know, I think it's the aesthetic. I actually picked up a cigar. I like cigars and pipes. And it's just the aesthetic. It's just the aesthetic, you know. I don't have a problem with nicotine or anything like that. So yeah, I miss the aesthetic of cigarettes, honestly.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, I definitely prefer cigars and pipes as well.
I also kind of wonder, like, you know, there's just been so much that's been cast into doubt about what is healthy and not healthy because of, like, just the way things have gone in the last 5 years, that I'm seriously, like, wondering, you know, are cigarettes bad for us, like they say? Like, I don't know. I don't smoke anyway, but
I would probably go to, I agree, but I would probably go to say that the, like, additives and bullshit they put in cigarettes probably are pretty bad for you. But I would say that nicotine and tobacco as a whole is probably fine.
I think nicotine is probably okay. It's a shotgun. I'm gonna take it from this guy. Why don't I get to do that?
Sliding on the watermelon. That's a little gross. Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Master Goa says Johnny will make your trigger finger strong. John Ford says River City Girls Zero is good but hard. I played a River City Girls game. I don't know if it was Zero or not. Played a little bit of it. It was pretty good. I don't know that much about it though.
I played it with my wife a lot. The first one, I don't know if it was River City. I think that's a different game. Guy's dead.
Great Indoors says, trying to sell an iPhone. I thought those waiting lines were a feature right from the get-go. I'm not really that familiar with the iPhone for the 3GS. But I remember by the 3GS point, like, it was definitely a craze. But I think that there was two versions, right? They had the standard like iPhone, which was like 2Gs, and then 3Gs, and the 3GS.
Shot that guy in the throat. Watch him die slow.
Well, I couldn't say. I was a little young. Definitely by the 3GS. I was crazy. Well, I'm alive.
Oh, it's this? Okay. Is it time for me to use my ultimate? Get the doves out? Show me, show me, show me. Oops. Oh.
Oh.
It's bullet time
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Oh, okay. Alright, alright. No, I see it. I see it. So now it's this. Okay.
How does that feel? Does that
This
feel
stuff-
like it looks like it's clunky, but it also
It's a bit clunky, but kind of cool. I mean, I see what they were going for. How do I take cover? Is it
There's help
this?
right there on the wall if you need it.
Yeah, I don't need it yet, but I just want to know, like, how do I get some cover here? Oh, I see it. Propane tank. That guy in the chest.
Yeah, the Nova fans comment like, yeah, they
Wait, am I stuck? What the hell? Okay, what was that now?
the Nova fans comment about like scanning people and whatnot.
About scanning faces and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, there's weird controversy about that like nowadays. Like when you have like the modern games with like the ugly women and stuff, like the superhero jawlines and shit. They're like, oh, like it's so hard to like put like person's likeness into a game. I'm like, no, it's really not that hard. Like you have like PS2 games that actually look like the person. Like we're way beyond
absolutely. There was wasn't there a game with Jet Li in it? I can't remember. There were a couple of Jet Li games, but there was one, I think it was on the PS2, where what happens if I shoot that? So that's, I think the thing that I want to get better at about doing is kind of like looking at the environment. So what can I use? 'Cause I think that's like where the fun is at, right?
It's definitely it definitely adds a lot of diversity to the gameplay and such. But you know, like the environmental kills, seeing him in this game also makes me like want to play Sleeping Dogs. Because that game has
for sure.
really cool
Very cool things, like with the martial arts. This is definitely like gunplay purely, but that was one of the things
that
about
game. They had like super unique stuff, like even like, oh, you're just in this like fish market and there's a bunch of swordfish or whatever.
Yeah, and you could use them as weapons.
Right. You just like impale, you like push people on top of a stack of standing up swordfish, like impale them on them. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. You know what else was for some reason that reminded me of the Punisher game on the PS2. Do you remember that? Oh look, I'm gonna run up this. Yay!
I never played it, but I was aware of it. Was it good?
Yeah, it was awesome. You felt like the Punisher, honestly.
Was it made around the time of Thomas Jane, like Punisher in the movie?
No. Well, it came out, I think, like somewhere between the Thomas Jane and the Dolph Lundgren one. It wasn't based on any of those. It was just like these guys. They just wanted to make a Punisher game.
You ever see, speaking of Thomas Jane, you ever see The Mist?
Dude, that's an amazing movie, yes.
Bro,
I love that movie. Yeah, I love that movie. Excellent. Okay, here we go. Right in the fucking forehead.
Good fucking shot, damn. Fuck that guy.
It does
I'm glad
cost
we're
you
getting
that
some
bar,
love for
but...
here. You know, I was just talking. I don't remember who I was talking about this with, but we were talking about like The Walking Dead and how like the first 2 seasons I really enjoyed it, not really that much after that.
Yeah.
And I think that was the same director. Frank Darabont did.
Frank Darabont did the first couple of seasons, and then he just kind of. Ooh, I thought you were dead. And then he just kind of stopped. Yeah.
I think they fired him. If I remember correctly.
Is that what you heard?
If I remember correctly, like they fired like pretty much the whole writing staff, including the director, and kind of brought on a whole new team because they thought season 2 was like really slow or whatever.
So another ability.
Go to Tai-O and ask an I-9.
I think it's another, what is it, like a face-off or whatever? Like a slow-mo thing. I like how every single person has the same gun, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Exact same, like, M9 with the exact same finish.
I think he hit me in the face, but that's alright. Oh, you bastard!
Oh, holy shit, that did a lot of damage.
Yeah, you have to really be careful. Well, because they're really close. Alright, so I think there might have been a health back here that I like. Oh, they closed the door on me, so... It's a limit of using a more powerful weapon, like I have fewer ammo, and the twin pistols is like your baseline weapon.
Run that place.
Yeah,
Which is why
it
I
seems
want
that way
you
to me
to
as
wait
well.
until I can send backup.
Sorry, Captain. I just got a personal invitation.
Tequila!
I like his one-liners.
John Ford says it was on the Super Famicom for River City Girls 0.
Oh, was
I remember.
it?
I remember a modern
It might be
River
true.
City Girls that I played.
I have that one,
I'm not
yeah.
sure.
Fuck this guy. Hey, explodey barrels, and I'm out of bullets now.
Great Indoors says I sound really muffled. Can you hear me okay? Brian?
I can hear you okay. I could turn you up. Maybe you're fighting with audio. Can I run up this thing? Wait, I didn't do that to that guy. Oh, I can go up there. Hold on. Ooh, got me some origami. All right, who's shooting at me?
Nova fan says much better.
All right.
John Ford says he has over 200 hours logged in River City Girls 2. Holy hell. There's definitely some older games, like, if they had the ability to track how much time I played them over my entire lifetime. I'm almost scared to know how many hours I put into them.
Yeah. Oh, I'm coming up there. Somebody beat those drums. Let me know I'm done. Oh, look at this mess! No wonder the chief is always mad at me. In film, every Christian group is always the Westboro Baptist Church turned up to 11. Like, not even the Westboro Baptist Church is the way they're presented in Hollywood. It is, no,
Yeah.
serious. Every time they show you Catholics, they're pedophiles and, you know, all kinds of, like, over-the-top stuff. Every time they show you, like, Protestants, they're Westboro Baptist Church. So they just throw shade at all of it. It's really boring, honestly. Like, even just aside from the fact that it's, you know, a bit offensive, I don't think that it should be censored, but it's just kind of cringe and boring. Like, yeah, it's the usual. They would never do that with other Abrahamic religions.
No, hell no.
No.
But even so, like, even if I were, like, secular or whatever, it is such a boring, overdone trope.
It is, yeah. What they should do is, like, you know, predatory female school teachers. Let's try that because they do that. Like, women in the teachers,
Far higher rates than the Catholic Church.
Yeah, way higher. Actually, it's I covered on a episode of my news show, or I think I did another show where I basically like laid it all out. We had the data. There was a number of articles written on it. Yeah, it happens more with teachers in schools than it does with priests or the Boy Scouts or you know, like sports, like boys clubs, these kind of things. It's more than that combined. So
Yeah, I love bringing that statistic up to
Yeah.
teachers who bring up the Catholic priest thing.
yeah,
I'm I'm not Roman Catholic, but like hearing that repeated like incessantly is very annoying.
yeah. Whoa, dude.
John Ford is now on PC, so now you can watch us and Side Scroller side by side.
There you go. Well, I'm glad that you even thought of us as competition.
The Great Indoors says Colt 1911 accept no substitutes.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
fairly basic.
It's a good gun. All right. Press L2 to take cover. That's what I'm talking about. I love the destructible environments too. That's another thing that this game did. That was pretty cool.
Oh, there we go. Now you have like real cover.
Yeah. So L2 to take cover, L1 to do the dive.
Sometimes it can be kind of weird going back to PS3 games because, like, for most shooting games like this one, they use like R1 to shoot instead of R2. Like,
Yeah,
360 uses the right trigger,
It's
and
really,
you know,
it is really confusing. And I thought about changing my buttons when I heard that, but get out of my face, guys.
Robert Johnson says featuring and deriding predatory feminist men would be interesting for a bit. Oh, dude, feminist men are fucking weasel. Don't ever trust them.
No, we know
Don't
that.
ever trust weak, low testosterone men. Those are the most dangerous motherfuckers.
They
ever.
are. They are.
Absolute scum.
Alright, I think we're good. And get some health. Where are these assholes? I'm gonna go up here.
Great Indoors says,
Right in his
imagine
face.
Catholic female school teachers. Okay, I gotta admit, that was a little funny.
Great Indoors is pretty funny. He's definitely
But,
got a sense of humor.
You know, they do have, like, nuns who teach Catholic school. I don't think that's a problem there, as far as I know. But it is funny.
I'm sorry, dude.
John Ford says, I wish Wet got a sequel. Excuse my boomerism, but what is Wet?
Oh, is that a movie with the one with Angelina Jolie? I didn't think it was that great. I mean, that's just me. I don't know. I mean, if we're thinking about the same thing. She was
Is
in
she
that
still,
other...
like, good
Is she what?
things? Did she still, like, good things?
Is she... Yeah, she still does things, I think. Like, get pissed at her dad, mostly.
I think the
She
last
is, though.
thing
She,
I
no, she
am
literally
aware of
is. She literally is. Oh shit, I forgot about that.
I think the last thing I'm aware of her being in was the movie like Salt from like
Yeah. She's
forever
like,
ago.
She's in the same shit, like she plays the same character every time now. Look at that. Oh shit, more guys? Of course.
Oh, I didn't know you could like roll around on the ground like that.
Yeah.
Only one of us is getting out of here alive.
Yeah, and it's not. This guy have a lot of health? Yeah, he's
I
probably.
think he's a boss. Yeah, he's a boss.
Yeah, he is.
Huang Fang.
Keep running, Pop. You got no work.
It's not looking good.
I know. No, it's
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I got it. I'm
Last
good.
there.
I'm good. Where is it?
Brian's purposely adding suspense to the gameplay.
I missed him.
Dude, yeah, seeing that RPG fly your face, slow
Oh
motion,
my
is
god. But he didn't hit me either, so okay, I'll take it. That's dramatic. Let's go up here.
using a fucking rocket launcher inside a little restaurant is the most action you could have ever seen.
Just filled him up with lead. Everybody's dead. That's cool. I wanted the special shot to work out, but John Ford says, "Is it a game on 360 and PS3?" This is on PS3. I don't know if it's probably
It is
on 360 as well, but it's
It is.
definitely one that no longer is with
The
us.
iron eyes are the dragon claw's muscle.
Wong's got the I-9s hitting cops and dealing passports to go.
It is definitely on 360.
Exactly when-
I wonder if the Series
Someone's
X
trying
can
to
play
start
it
a
and
war.
upscale it. I'm actually not
We
sure.
better stop him. I'm heading down.
I only have it on PS3 as well.
I'm going to shake some cages and see what falls out.
I'm gonna
hear
shake
you,
some
Will.
cages.
Title's not your turf and
I'm
you
sorry.
know it.
It's just
Ongoing
I know they got
violence.
Chow Yun-fat to do the
We
voice
have it under
acting,
control.
but
Drug gangs, turf wars, and a dead cop. And you call that under control?
Watch your step. You go out of bounds, you'll lose your badge.
I love this dialogue though. I love this. I'm gonna take your badge. It's so stereotypical, but it's so fun. You know, like these older films from like the 70s and early 80s, they move slow compared to today's films. And also, the way that men are portrayed in these older films is like, I don't know how to put it, but it's like modern men are too pretty. Like they're very clean and they have perfect bodies and you know, but the old guys from back in the day, they weren't really like Adonises, you know, with some exceptions. They were just like normal guys.
Yeah, or I think sometimes it's more masculine, like in general.
Yeah, for sure.
Like we were talking about, obviously like Bond movies because we played GoldenEye a couple times ago. But even looking at like Sean Connery in the Bond films versus like Pierce Brosnan. Like Pierce Brosnan is much more like pretty boyish, just even in comparison to Sean Connery.
For sure. Yeah, they were like, you know, you guys that were just like hairy and shit.
I mean, I think guys in general just had more testosterone back then.
They definitely did.
Let's go RFK. Bring back testosterone again. Let's do it.
Wait, how do I cover?
You have an assault rifle now.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes open for Golden Cane drug labs.
Yeah, most of
They're
I think the main dialect of mainland China is Mandarin, but
Yeah.
Hong Kong it's Cantonese.
Yeah. Does anybody know if Hong Kong is still, like, you know, it was a great country that wasn't really part of the Chinese, does anybody know if that's still a thing? Like,
No,
is China basically
England gave
taking
it back
them
to
over?
China. Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember like in like 2016 or so, they had like the whole like hashtag Free Hong Kong movement, and there was like that controversy because someone said that at like a Overwatch tournament or whatever, and he got banned for it.
Yeah, sure. You know what? Fuck this guy. I just want to shoot him in the face.
NovaFan says, in my opinion, feminist beta men have been in media. I saw an episode of Power Rangers Dino where the Red Ranger joins an environmentalist protest to hook up with a girl from his class. Felt low effort. Well, yeah, those men are very weaselly. Not to mention, like, you know, aren't these like Hollywood people? Most of them are just like grown-up theater kids. Like, theater kids are like the lamest fucking people in any school. So like these
Absolutely.
people grow up and get like fame and power and you know don't really know how to handle it. I think Hollywood as like on its own, just by default, it's a big inversion of hierarchy.
It's weird if I'm running on this thing. I slow mo shit. So all I gotta do is, like I think these things you can get on them, right? Let me see. Yeah.
I love that.
Oh.
Grenador says that slow-mo complete miss was funny. You leave Brian alone.
It's like it's kind of a weird thing to get used to. Shoot the yellow wood pieces on poles to get onto the roofs. Thanks for telling me. Okay. And then I gotta shoot that. Drop down. Okay. Pick up submachine gun. Let's try it out. Where is it? Oh, twin submachine guns. Okay. You have me at hello. How did I get out? Guys, help me. There we go. Oh, it opened the door. The door was closed until I made that thing explode. That's a little ridiculous. Okay, here's where I gotta go. So I do need one more. And it says here, I need to destroy what? All drug labs in order to proceed. Okay, so I am looking for the
we're
last
missing this one. I know I definitely hear people calling it the Diddy list. You know, like we have like the Epstein list and the Diddy list now. And I really hope we get to the bottom of both.
That's
That'd
what
be
we're
fun.
hearing. I have a feel. Oh, there it is. I have a feeling that that there's gonna be a lot of overlap in those lists. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
They're essentially the same list, and I'm also guessing there's a lot more lists out there too.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so like this is not one of those things where the work is done.
Oh, it's just starting.
For sure, for sure.
Like,
we need
like
to
the
get those MP5s. Where are they?
if you ask me, the whole election, all that stuff, it's not over. Like, don't celebrate quite yet. Like, we're just getting started. We got a lot of work to do.
100%. It's basically, I think there is some cause to celebrate in terms of like, okay, now I can actually get this done, right? Like I can actually do something. Where's this guy at?
I hope so.
Yeah, that's what people want, is the opportunity to like get their shit done.
Yeah, the Republicans have clearly been given a mandate, winning the electoral vote, popular vote, the Senate, the House, and I think the majority of governorship, too.
Yeah.
It's sad. I can't really look at Will Smith the same anymore after that.
Oh, that's
after knowing he's a cock and how, like, gay his response was to that. The G.I. Jane joke was funny, by the way.
I think it was, too. I think Will Smith is just... You know what? He also thought it was funny, but Jada did not, and that's why he acted. That's why I'm saying he's a white knight.
Oh yeah, he like was like
he was basically following her lead.
Over.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, well, what should I do, honey? Or he was laughing, and then she was like, that shit ain't funny, and he was like, oh, that's right. To do as I'm told, right?
The Norwegian says Michael Jackson was Jewish with a question mark. I don't know. He wasn't.
No.
I don't think he was Jewish. Like, it was just like his manager or whatever.
His manager was a rabbi, because there's a lot of that.
The owner of Pornhub is also a rabbi.
Yes, I know. I brought this up before, and people are like, "Well, that doesn't matter." I don't know.
He had the balls to come on Patrick Bet David's podcast and do like a full interview. Man, that guy is slimy, as you'd expect.
Oh, I crushed that guy with rocks. Yeah, of course he is.
Yeah, I would highly recommend anyone listen to that and really see kind of what we're dealing with. Master Gawa says all rappers are on the down low, but I liked Too Short when I was a kid.
A lot of them are. I don't know if it's all, but I think a lot of them for sure. I think that like I don't know. This might be too controversial for YouTube, but but I'm already like this low, so whatever.
I mean, I think we're already going to get banned for the whole Fauci origami cranes thing.
Owen Wilson there just tried to take me out. Yeah, the origami crane. All right, let's see. Are we done? I think let's shoot this thing. Do I take damage from these explosions? Because I'm awfully close to them when they go off. Maybe I don't.
Dr. Fauci, the origami killer. I don't know if you ever played Heavy Rain.
Oh yeah, dude, I have it. Yeah, David Cage.
That game's awesome.
Yeah, I do enjoy it.
We may have talked about that already. Actually, I think we talked about.
I wanted to
like Indigo Prophecy and something like that.
Yeah, I wanted to go through some David Cage game. I've done one of them. What is it? What did he say? What are you talking about, brother?
You ever played the first one? I think it was for the Dreamcast, Omicron, the Nomad Soul.
Wait, Omicron? I know that title. I don't think I played it. I do have some Dreamcast games, but mostly they're like Japanese games that I can't get anymore. Like, dude, what the?
I love the Dreamcast as a console, but I cannot stand that fucking controller.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's the worst.
Horrible. People who dick ride that controller are just, they're coping. They're lying to themselves. The hardware is awesome, like the console itself is great, the games are great, but dear God, that controller fucking blows. I will make a promise. I will make like a full 30-minute video dissecting just how dog shit that controller is.
It's bad. It is.
The Wiimote is the only controller I think I hate more.
The Wiimote?
Yeah.
What about
even then,
well, the N64
the
one
are better.
The N64 one's not bad. I
The
always thought.
N64 one I think is weird. Like it's hard to get used to if you're not like already used to it. But I don't know if it's like inherently bad the way the Dreamcast controller is. An interesting video topic though for sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, can you not get through? Okay.
Oh no.
I was gonna say.
Go around. Yeah, that would have been a game-breaking bug.
That's stupid.
This guy only has one way of solving any problem. That is to shoot.
You know, I feel like this game would really benefit from like having unlimited ammo for your sidearm, since you have to shoot literally everything.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think they give you enough. I mean, you'd have to really make an effort to like run out of ammo. Do it. I like how he jogs on the railing. The doves that fly, that's a big John Woo thing too. Barrage unlocked. Okay, what's that? Dude, that sounds awesome. Kind of want to do it. They want me to enter barrage, but oh, there we go.
I guess
Hold
you can
the
only
button
use
down.
like Barrage only lets you use the handguns. It doesn't let you use like your.
No, it's whatever I
MP5K.
have equipped. It's whatever I have equipped.
Oh,
So I
okay.
had the handguns equipped there, but I'll do it again with a weapon, I guess.
Graydon Dord says, "Those are innocent school projects, Brian. What are those Asian kids going to say to their female Catholic school teachers tomorrow?"
Oh my god.
Sorry, cop got up my chemistry. That's good. That's good stuff.
Fuck it. Let's do it.
Oh, holy shit. Full auto,
There's anybody
spaz
here,
12.
so
Infinite ammo.
it's empty. But... Wait, whoa, homie. Wait, what is this? Open up! Open up, dude.
John Ford says Hardcore Henry is awesome.
Oh, that's a movie, right?
It's
know
a
about
like
that.
first-person action movie. I'd never seen it. It did look cool though.
Yeah, it was in first person, right?
Yeah, an entirely first-person action movie. Let's see. Mastagawa says Sui Hark is currently making a Legend of the Condor Heroes movie. I don't know who that is or what that is.
Sui Hark is a Hong Kong action director. What I was talking about before. Oh shit, girls. Chinese girls. Yeah, he's a Hong Kong action director. He made a lot of like these really over-the-top wire kung fu flicks where people are flying around and shit. Yeah, I think Wu Ping did Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I think that's another one of his. I like how running up the banister is faster than like running up the stairs like a normal person.
Yeah.
It's like more traction. Oh, here, I'll just shoot it from in here, right? Oh shit. Okay. Dude, people smoke this stuff? I don't know if they should be. It's kind of bad.
Master Gawa says Trump has to drain the swamp for his own sake, otherwise when he leaves office it will come for him again.
Oh, absolutely. He's got to finish the job. If they let him.
They may also come for us. Not just them.
Oh, they will. I mean, like I'm on the Department of Homeland Security. I'm on a list. That's all I'm saying. I'm on a list.
I'm sure I'm unstoppable. I've made some jokes that I don't know if I can recover from in the government side. I'm out here calling these fucking Fauci cranes. Like I'm fucked.
Yep.
They know exactly who I am.
Well, maybe. I think that like if they had already won, their propaganda would no longer be necessary. I bet that they are not as strong as we are led to believe. Do I have to go that way? Looks like I do.
I hope that's the case, yeah. I mean, you know, say what you want about Elon or whatever, but him buying Twitter and turning it into X and what it is now, I think probably swung this election.
Yeah, I think the thing is they made the ultimate mistake, dude. They messed with his kids, and I think that's what it is. Whoa.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things in video games is ragdoll physics. I don't care if it makes sense or not, but I think they're hilarious. Like that's
it's always
like,
entertaining.
It's always entertaining, exactly. All right, how do I get up here? Oh, I know.
Norwegian says Arrowhead seems to have a track record of signing up with shitty publishers.
Agree with that.
So I no longer have any love for them at all. They're also pretty damn anti-consumer.
Yeah, they lost their way. That's what I would say.
It's really sad.
Sad.
Xbox lost their way too. Like Xbox is, like they were holding all the cards there for a little bit. They really could have made this like great comeback, and they just decided to like shoot themselves in the face, for seemingly no reason.
Yep.
So now it's like, what do I do? Like, just not buy either console and maybe just play like Nintendo shit? Like, is that what I'm reduced to?
Yeah. Right.
Not that there's anything wrong inherently with Nintendo shit, but like they're not. Their platform doesn't host like a bunch of like the cooler, bigger games that I enjoy, and with their like because they have like weaker hardware and whatnot, and they're kind of scummy too. Their online component is also horrible. It's like way behind like the 360 and PS3 even, which is crazy.
Oh shit! How do I? Oh shit! I can't do it. I can't do it. Alright.
Novafan says quarter pounder, but I don't care about other countries' elections. Why should other countries care about our elections? If by quarter pounder, I don't know if you mean the quarter or not.
Oh, is that what they call him?
That's definitely a nickname for him that I've heard quite a bit. It's been a while though since I've heard that. I assume that's who he's talking about. Master Gawa says, abandoning old ladies at the park. That's so American of you. Great Indoors says, I recently got an ad for a Shen Yun theater show. Apparently the underlying theme is anti-communist, which makes it interesting to say the least. It also triggers all the right kind of people. What do you think of that, Brian? Do you know who Shen Yun is?
Shen Yun is the, it's like a dance show they do, a Chinese performance. I've always wanted to go. They usually do it for like New Year's, Chinese New Year's. And it's like, acrobats and music. It's sort of like a, theatrical thing. I've always wanted to watch one, but...
If it's anti-communist, I assume it's...
If it's
like
anti-communist,
here in America?
Yeah, it might be, yeah, probably. I would assume so. But like Great Indoors is in like Deutschland or something. He's not American. So maybe he's got the show out there by him too. Maybe it's like a traveling troupe, and they go to different places.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Master Gawa says, if you like martial arts, you should watch... I'm gonna try my best to pronounce this. Wuxia? W-U-X-I-A? Okay.
Yeah, that's wuxia.
And Shansha shows. The Condor Trilogy is one of the essential wuxias.
Holy shit. Yeah, wuxia is basically, heal myself a little bit. Wuxia is what I'm talking about when I say, like, the sort of wire fu stuff. It is essentially, it means, oh shit. It's essentially like a, think of it like the equivalent of a samurai film is for Japanese people. Well, there's like no cover here. Alright.
That was a satisfying kill.
When did my like drug bust end up with me like on a fucking Resident Evil 4 island over here? Like, I didn't even pay attention. I'm like in the woods. This really got it really scaled up.
Norwegian says Magicka 2 is on sale on Steam at the moment for $5. It wasn't made by Arrowhead though. They left before Magicka 2.
That's how I usually roll. Like, it's like, well, whatever. If I get it, I get it. You know? How do I get that? Oh, there you go. Okay.
Just dove right on it.
I just wanted to know.
Yeah, I didn't get a PS3 until 2010. I got the Slim as my initial model, but I had a buddy down the street, like a longtime friend, who had it since launch. We had so much fun on the PS3. I was originally like all in on the 360, and then he showed me the PS3, and I was like, okay, hold on, this might be the move. Let's see. Shen Yun is actually a pretty impressive performance, not gonna lie, by Super D. Richard says it has a knock-on effect. That's why people care about the United States elections. Police story is also good.
Elections that we, like, our elections do impact the world. It's just a reality, you know.
Yeah, like because we're the world superpower.
I mean,
at least
yeah, exactly.
That being said, though, I'm still not really interested in foreign opinions on domestic affairs, but I understand why they would care. But I don't want to hear the whole, like, oh, like, Americans, like, I don't know why they just ban guns or whatever. I just don't want to hear that. Hard pass.
Yeah.
But I understand why they care about our elections.
I don't want Europeans having opinions on how we do things, for sure.
Do you ever see, like, way back in the day when Alex Jones went on Piers Morgan's show?
Uh-huh. What were they talking about?
It was about, like, gun control or whatever.
Oh,
and Alex
yeah,
was
right.
Like,
it was at the...
sorry,
yeah.
he's like, oh, like, fuck you, like, you're a foreigner in a red coat. Shit was gold. It was so funny. Because I think Alex Jones had made a petition to deport Piers Morgan, and it had enough signatures that I think Obama had this one.
Yeah. Can I shoot the shark? Oh, yeah, shoot, I can.
Oh, you can shoot chunks off the shark?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I like how I
Nova
just use
fan.
this to get little slow-mo moments.
Nova fan says, I would laugh so hard if all the Chinese characters in this game just played a random Stephen... Is it Huh or He? I don't know.
What?
Quote. Stephen He or Stephen Huh, I don't know. Sounds like a Chinese,
Chinese
name.
name?
Just wonder who that is. Yeah.
Oop. Okay.
Super D says, I used to be so disappointed by Stranglehold because I didn't know who John Woo was and expected to be able to strangle people in the game. You just wanted a game where you can come up and strangle people. You know, we talked about the Godfather game in the last stream. You can absolutely strangle the fuck out of anyone in that game, and that's fun. I think it's like the best method of stealth killing. So if when like the store servers go down or if the game gets delisted, you know, your disc is a coaster.
Yeah.
Sad. A lot of games are doing that now.
Yeah, Resistance Fall of Man was I really enjoyed that franchise, and I believe the developers was the guys that did Ratchet and Clank, right? I think it's
yeah,
the same.
Insomniac,
yeah. Oh shit, snipers. Snipers!
The ones who spent a significant portion of their budget on like DI stuff for Quicker Into.
Oh! Oh, what? I thought I hit him. My bad.
Master Gawa says, they do Shen Yun here in Las Vegas sometimes. I was a Sony guy till this gen. Sony was already dead. California killed them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I went with the PS4 when that gen started. Because the Xbox One launch was, you know, the most laughable shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But since the One X and the One S came out, I thought they kind of turned around and Sony kind of like became stagnant. So I ended up like giving them a shot because I got an Xbox One S very cheap. And I ended up like full on like switching. Like, okay, like I think like this platform currently is better. So I actually got like all my buddies to switch to. I like really showed it to them and like sold it to them, and we all like swapped over to Xbox, and you know it kind of continued. I thought the PS5 kind of sucked, and so I went with the Series X. But you know, Microsoft killed all of the momentum, and Sony just kind of sucks now. So it's a little bleak.
True.
Let's
my
see.
God, dude, figure
I
it
was
out.
really
Keep going.
hoping for an Xbox like comeback to like the good old like original and everything it is, but you know they squandered all that potential. So they get what they deserve, I guess.
Yep.
Norwegian says, "I'm just hoping Trump will make the Norwegian state squirm." Yeah, I don't know enough about Norway, but you know, I trust
Well,
you.
it's
I'm sure it's cocked like most of Europe or all
it's
of Europe.
statist as fuck. So that's kind of what he's getting at. Is that?
Mm.
'Cause that's usually where this like nanny state shit comes from, right? It's just like we need help with this thing. Let's use the government. And I'm sorry, but that's some feminine shit. Like that's what. And yes. Uh-oh.
How the half-assed gang like yours get this kind of firepower?
Ask Dragonclaw who's half-ass after we take
Oh,
control.
these
Golden
accents.
King hasn't got the guts to take out Dragonclaw.
Yeah, hide. And
All I
watch.
think of
Big
is, you know,
guns.
I'm so
We got lots
lonely.
more.
Just a little lonely. Oh, cycling. Oh, here we go again. This is gonna be harder, right? I don't
would
think I
think so.
had. I don't think I actually had twin pistols when this was happening, but whatever. Wait, what? Ow! Shit! Shit!
Oh no,
That was terrible. Okay.
no idea. Great Indoors says, smaller, in quotes, smaller government, but who's going to ban the guns? End quote. Us Europeans, comma, definitely. Super D says, I loved the Godfather game for that precise reason, LMAO. He's referring to the strangling. Also what got me into Hitman. The only Hitman I never really sunk any time into was Hitman 2. And I played it when I was a little kid. I actually don't know how young I was. Definitely like 10 or so, but I remember being really bad at it. I'd love to try it again though.
Yeah, I only ever played. I played one Hitman game, and it was a while ago. And I think I was just doing like the training area, and I couldn't. I don't know. I struggled with it. I think I could probably do it now, because it is definitely like a different way of approaching, not just like games, but like stealth games. You know, because I played like Metal Gear Solid and Tenchu. You guys remember Tenchu?
Like to protect and serve.
But I wasn't ready for Hitman, like mentally.
5 minutes. That's all I'm asking.
Master Gawa says Russia is making all of Europe squirm.
Yeah, I think that the well, I don't know how you guys feel about this conflict, but I'm fairly certain that
I have Inspector Tequila aboard.
Zelensky is a scumbag, and we shouldn't be working with him. That's like what I think. I think Russia is being used as a kind of like, you know, you have to support us because Russia are the bad guys, and I just don't know if that's true. I don't like being manipulated, you know?
I kind of lean towards like it's not true. It's like our military establishment like really requires Russia to be like the bad guy they were like during like the Cold War, in order for them to have a lot of reason behind things that they do. And people just kind of eat up that propaganda. But you know what I'm gonna say? Like, I'm against the faction in this war who's locking up the Orthodox Christians, which is Ukraine.
Yep, absolutely, they are.
Yeah,
my priest brought it up, but I knew about that. I knew that they had like outlawed the Orthodox Church of Ukraine, and they were like, "Oh, it's because you know, like it's because it's they're Russian agents or something." It's like the Orthodox Church. It's not a partisan organism. It's just religious, and why would you do that? And then like on top of that, they put in like a state church, right? I mean, that should be seen as suspicious right off the bat. Trying to take out the lab.
Yeah. This whole thing it stinks to high heaven, and you know, I don't understand people who slop up with that fucking Ukrainian propaganda. It makes no sense to me at all. Like,
See,
I think the same like
at the time.
Nice one.
I think the same like left-wing media was like saying how like openly Ukraine was like the most corrupt country like ever, like a year before this whole thing kind of like went down. So now it's like they went from that to like, oh, like they're the arbiters of democracy. Like, we sent like whole generations of like their men to die. We're locking up the Ukrainian Orthodox
Dude, yeah.
priests and all those people. Like, this is insane. Like, what
And
are we
it's
doing?
funny too that like you know, they increased the minimum age of you know, or maximum age. They increased the maximum age for drafting. So that, like, guys, if you're like in your 40s, you know, you had to go. Like in your like 45 or 46, they raised the age because they want to throw more men into the meat grinder. And if you were like a trans woman and you thought you could like leave, they were like, suddenly they recognized biological reality, and all of a sudden you were just a man again and you had to go to war. So the trans women had to fight too. And for some reason that wasn't really seen as not progressive. Everybody was still okay with it.
Yeah, and I'm really tired of seeing these like lefties like post on like videos on Twitter of like Ukrainian like drones and stuff like dropping grenades on Russians and shit and like praising it. Like, these are some sick fucks.
Yeah. For sure.
Let's see. John Ford says my PS3 plays PS3 and PS1 games. Yeah, they all play PS1 games.
Yeah, they all play
they never
PS3,
tripped
PS2, and PS1, yeah.
Not all of them play PS2, but they all play PS1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Slim and the Super Slim don't play PS2.
So if I put a PS1
This is X-Ray Delta 1.
CD in
Moving to
this...
attack position.
Yep, it'll play it.
Oh, I'll have to try that out. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I bought like several PS1 like digital games on the PlayStation Store back in the day before I realized that my model did that, and I was just like, oh fuck, like I wasted all this money. But yeah, every version of the PS3 will play PS1 disc.
That'll teach him to shoot a mic chopper.
Let's see. Super D says, I'm still salty Heavenly Sword never got ported to anything after the PS3. Yeah, I mean, that's a game with a female protagonist. I mean, you'd assume that like they could...
Which one?
Heavenly Sword.
Oh, I have that
It was
one.
an early PS3 game, yeah.
I like, you know what? That game got a lot of shit when it came out. I enjoyed it, but it's probably, and I don't know if this is saying much, but Ninja Theory, the people who developed it, yeah, not the best, as far as I can tell. Like they ended up doing some pretty crappy games, you know. Oh, what the hell? I didn't see the missile.
They seem pretty hit and miss.
Yeah. Well, there was that one. It was like Andy Serkis was involved with them, right? It was like he was trying to break into this.
Let's see. Norwegian said the Resistance Fall of Man was dope. Indeed, yes it was. Great Indoors says, I need 2 meth labs when Brian became Heisenberg. Norwegian says, do you think PlayStation and Xbox will die off or will they limp along? I think the console market is still pretty big, so I don't think that they'll die off necessarily.
No.
But man, are they making like really stupid fucking decisions.
I think
like,
they're gonna have to like readapt. So I mean, like Nintendo is doing good.
Try hitting those fuel tanks. The explosion should take them out.
Yeah, Nintendo's doing well, but like you could definitely argue that it serves a different portion of that audience that the other consoles do.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're not getting your Maddens, your 2Ks, your Call of Duties on like the Switch or whatever. Like it
right,
just
that's the
host
thing.
kind
Like,
of
yeah, exactly.
And if it did, people complain like the games like look like the casual gamer would look at it and be like, this game looks like ass. Like, what happened?
Taking evasive action.
You know.
Hold on.
So there's definitely an appeal that Nintendo doesn't have. Xbox is definitely going for the subscription route. They're going for the streaming route, like streaming games everywhere, like to your phone and to your computer, your everything. Which may end up being the future, I don't know. But you know what isn't the future, I think, is spitting on like all your fans, cucking your hardware for no reason, giving away all your exclusives for nothing in return. Yeah, those are really stupid fucking moves. Sony also like making like stupid acquisitions, like paying like way overpaying for Bungie, like, and just all types of like laughable stupid shit, like funding Concord and then killing it after like a week.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Did you guys know that the the Game Awards, right? That was like today, wasn't it? Or they at least like I think that's today. What's going on with that? I have not been paying attention.
I definitely know that people are upset about like some of the things being nominated. For example, like they're including DLC as like Game of the Year contenders.
Yeah, I know.
I guess.
They gave a well, Shadow of the Erdtree was nominated, and I think it's a great game, but I do think it's a strange choice to like pick that because like then by that logic, why wouldn't you do like other DLC like Phantom Liberty or something? You know?
Yeah, to me, it was very obvious that they included DLC because the games this year has just been mostly options.
Well,
Like,
there aren't a lot of options. Yeah.
Yeah, they're grasping at straws here for sure.
Yeah, they're really throwing shit at me.
Super D says, I recently bought the new Ease 10 Nordics, and on base PS4, and it works fine. I literally never saw a reason to upgrade. I mean, I can't speak for that game in particular, but I'll tell you that games that run at native 4K or like 120 frames on my like nice 120 hertz OLED TV, like it's hard to beat. It's an upgrade that you can feel more than you can see. But for a game like, you know, Ease, like it doesn't really matter. Like it kind of plays on anything.
They don't know what they're up against.
I remember playing that one on the TurboGrafx. East
Oh yeah,
1
like
and
East
2.
Books 1 and 2.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And we had
Where are you? On a
what was it?
helicopter?
You had to like change the discs and the load time's really long, but it was. I still have I have the soundtrack to that. I listen to it sometimes.
So you had like back in the day, you had like the Turbo CD.
I had a friend who had it, and we would like go over there all the time, so I might as well have had it. We played, the two main CD games that we played. No, that was 3. There was like the original Fighting Street or Street Fighter, the original Street Fighter. There was this game. There was East 1 and 2, and then there was Valis. I think it was just called Valis.
Oh yeah.
And loved that, and that was like early like cutscenes, so to speak. Really mind blowing for the time, though. Yeah.
Norwegian says Ninja Theory are the guys who made the shitty DMC reboot that only got one game.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only Devil May Cry I played, and I didn't hate it at all. So
the only
that's
thing
just
I think I agree. I mean, like the only thing about the Devil May Cry game, I think that it is a solid game, but what people don't like is what they changed in terms of like the visuals and stuff. And it was a bit subversive too. I think that's kind of like par for the course, though. I better get off this thing before it blows up.
Yeah, it was the only one I had ever played.
But it was a solid game. I do have it. It was a solid game.
I didn't have the Devil May Cry background in order to like have reasons to like hate it. So like maybe there's valid reasons for like the fans of the series to not like it. But for me, as like the first and only game of it that I played, I didn't really have an issue with it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll play the other games and then I'll be like, oh okay, like I get it now. But currently I don't get it. Master Gawa says, my opinion, we built up Ukraine for 8 years prior to the quote-unquote war, because American foreign policy is simply use proxies to fight your enemies, and we need a big enemy. Ukraine just had to not poke the bear. Yeah, pretty much. Ukraine couldn't resist poking the bear, so I can't feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for the people. I don't really feel sorry for Zelensky and the government.
I agree. It's the people, right? It is.
Norwegian says, I have to wonder if the deep state ordered Ukraine to poke the bear on their behalf. Yeah, it wouldn't shock me one bit. Zelensky definitely seems like a stooge to me.
Yeah.
Norwegian says, Sony records your online conversations on the PlayStation, if I remember right. Yeah, I think there was something about that. I think that they record or monitor like party chats or whatever. Thankfully, I don't think Xbox does, and if they did, I would be super fucked. But yeah, I mean, we're kind of like in that age where if the wrong people really want access to any kind of logs or whatever, like they're gonna get them. Like whether that's through Discord or through PlayStation, it doesn't really matter at this point. So you either have to, I mean, like even your phone listens to you. If you have like an Amazon Alexa or whatever, that shit listens to you. Like, just you either just have to own it and not give a shit anymore, or you're gonna have to go like full off the grid, or
Yeah.
just be a good boy. Don't say any no words or wrong think or whatever.
And uniforms out at the Tequila now.
Did someone promote you to captain?
Make sure you get quadruple vaccinated and wear 4 masks in 2024. Make sure they know what side you're on.
What boat? What are you doing?
Let's see. Master Gawa says, I think Xbox is already dead because of Microsoft having to support PC. Why play on Xbox when PC will get it? Yeah, well, Sony puts all their first-party games on PC now, too. So I guess you can make the same argument in that sense. Like, that's why a lot of PC gamers will just have their PC and a Switch. Like, they won't bother with the other two consoles at all.
Yep.
Norwegian says, the West needs to come up with a better qualifier for getting the vote than be 18 years old. Yeah. Absolutely. But once you kind of open that can of worms and like give people something like that, like good luck taking it back.
Yep. Who's shooting at me? You motherfucker.
Norwegian says DMC is a solid game mechanically, but it's a shitty Devil May Cry game. That sounds fair. Yeah, I can totally see that perspective. There's definitely a few games I feel that way about.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for sure.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's what it is. That's most people's issue with it is again, like I said, it's not that it's a bad game. It's just that it's a. Can I like take cover back here? You know what? Fuck this guy.
Gut shot.
Ooh.
Master Gawa says Ninja Theory DMC version of Dante is literally a self-insert. If one of the devs when you see his pics, you'll understand. The worst self-insert I've ever seen was the guy who was fucking Abby or whatever in Last of Us 2.
Oh,
who looks
Neil
like Neil
Druckmann?
Druckmann. Bro, what a crazy self-report that was.
I already
Insane.
told you this though, but I believe that Abby herself is also his self-insert. Like it's like a fantasy to be her or something. The guy is twisted, bro. That's what I think, anyways. Oh shit, dude! What the fuck?
Last of Us 3 is going to be the most cringe-infested bullshit slop we're ever going to receive.
Are they making another one of those?
Yeah, I think it's the
no.
last one.
Well,
I can't believe like they're milking that series to death. Like they
Yeah.
remastered the first game twice. It's not even like that old of a game. The original
Yeah, they
version
did.
still like looks good too.
I agree. Yeah, for sure. I don't think
Like,
it's a
that's one
bad
of the
game
toughest
either.
games
I
of
mean,
that
the first
generation.
one. I thought the first one was pretty, good. It was like a good story, a father-daughter thing. But they realized that they made a mistake. Like this is like, oh, we're not supposed to like this shit. Like fathers.
Yeah, it was very intentional to murder Joel in the way that they did.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah. That's
Five
why,
minutes, yeah.
and to have him killed by somebody who looked, androgynous, essentially. Like, I know they say it is a woman, but we're just supposed to buy that. And their retcon idea as to what makes it, because I think that originally, this is the real kicker, is that essentially they have inverted the morality of the first game. So when you feel like, oh, you understand why Joel, killed the Fireflies and saved Ellie from them and lied to her at the end of the game, you understand it. Like, it's almost like the connection between a father and a daughter, even if it is, like, say, in a symbolic sense, is...
because they're not biologically.
Yeah, they're not biologically related, but it is an ultimate good. Like, her life is it's essentially the trolley, meme where it's like, do you kill one person or three people? Like, do you redirect it? It's like, do you risk, everyone, like getting the cure for this girl, or do you save the girl? And I think that the idea that the girl's life is worth that, especially considering that there is no guarantee that was going to be a cure anyway, and there was also no guarantee that there weren't other people who also were immune. So it just makes sense. But Druckmann did not like that was the takeaway. And in fact, he didn't like that story anyway, because even though he worked on the first game, he wasn't the main writer. It was another woman. I'm trying to remember her name. Higher, I think. And she was actually the writer of the first 3 Uncharted games, and she wrote the Legacy of Kain games. So she was like established, good at her job. But he didn't like the direction she went, and so she left the company, and then he took over. In fact, he was involved with Uncharted 4, and you could see it, because that game had, despite like it being fun and everything, the stuff that was wrong was clearly his influence. Like, they had this black mercenary chick that was basically invincible. It was just cringe. And it was very
girl bossy. It was
extremely girl bossy. Yeah.
You got the muscle.
The only Uncharted game I ever played was the first one, but I thought it was very enjoyable.
I love those games.
Very sad to know what they did before.
I like all 4 of them, despite 4's flaws, those flaws. I would totally play through those. But they kind of spoiled gaming in a way, because I'm not saying they're the only ones, but what I noticed that I'm playing Stranglehold here, it handles the gunplay and the cover completely different compared to what Uncharted does. And I think that a lot of games like Gears of War and so many that came after that, they all kind of like fall into that. They're doing that kind of thing. There's another game that I was playing recently that also used the same kind of cover system. What was that? Didn't Sleeping Dogs have something like that too?
It did, yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that, but just saying, it's like...
this is definitely more of like a run and gun as opposed to like a cover shooter.
Yeah. But I think if it was released today, they probably would have made it more like a cover shooter with like some, like bullet time mechanics, like Max Payne 3.
It's gotta be you.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway.
I know we have to wrap soon, so I definitely want to get through a little chat before we do.
Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll stop after this new level starts. I know I'm missing all the story, but it's Chinese crime boss shit, guys. I think you guys can put it together.
Everyone knows that we always play Stranglehold just for the story. That's what we're invested in. Norwegian says, "What the fuck? They're really making another Last of Us?" Yeah, bro. Like, they're finishing up the 3rd to finish out the trilogy. I hope they're not making any more of the show. I remember they had like 1 episode dedicated entirely like gay sex, which is absolutely like peak cringe. So yeah, we'll see. Xerinx says, "Hey all, what's up, Xerinx?" Master Gawa says, "I don't care that Joel died, but how they killed him is why I won't return to The Last of Us." Yeah, you can definitely like kill off a main character and like do it well. Like people do it all the time. But they killed him in the way that they did as a big fuck you, for sure.
Yep. Speaking of killing, you guys see my shirt? I don't know if you guys have seen this shirt, but this is David Dorn. He was killed during the Black Lives Matter riots. He was a cop, retired cop that was protecting his friend's business. So, just throwing it out there.
I was wondering who that was.
Yeah, it's David Dorn. I forgot to I forgot that I was wearing this, and I realized it when I looked at my screen. So, all right, I'm gonna quit here. But you know what? I'm enjoying this quite a bit. I know I died a bunch and all that, but can I save this, or is it just automatically save?
Some of these early PS3 and like 360 era titles, they have a certain charm to them. I think this is certainly one of them.
They do. Yeah, I kind of like the way that it's presented. That there was I could tell the people who made this. This is how I know a game is pretty solid, even if it has flaws, even if it's got some jank. If you can tell if somebody loves what they're doing when they make it, you can feel it in the game. Is that a little wooey? I think it's true.
No, I completely agree.
Yeah, you know
I could not agree more. Like, the games nowadays are super soulless. A lot of them are outsourced to like foreign teams who don't give a fuck, or like sometimes with teams of thousands of developers. A lot of them just phoning it in. It's very sad. Yeah, when someone like loves like their art, like you can definitely feel it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Even if it's flawed, like I said, even if it's got, issues. But I'm gonna end the show there, because yeah, I gotta get ready for my other show later on today, and that's gonna be a bit of a slog. So, but I hope you guys had fun. Dean, what do you have any final thoughts or anything?
I mean, just thanks everyone for coming out. Like, this was cool.
All right.
And as far as the game goes, I think the game is really neat. You guys should give it a shot if you haven't already.